Hi, it's really a challenge to find the best products that can be deserving of your hard-earned money. It may be easier when you have a reliable source like our channel. Actually, our team reviewed a lot of products, analyzed endless reviews from the actual users, and made our rankings based on many factors, such as price, quality, durability, performance, and the reputation of the manufacturer. If you choose from this list, you can be sure that you're buying one of the best products. You can see their latest prices and find out more information about these products by using the links below in the description. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, so let's get started with the video.
Are you looking for the best brake line flaring tools in your budget? Well, in today's video we break down the top 5 best brake line flaring tools. Starting at number 5, we have the Titan Tools 51535 Double Flaring Tool. The Titan brake line flaring tool is indispensable when it comes to repairing brake lines for vehicles. It has a user-friendly design and comes with detailed instructions which can help you create perfect double flares. The compact construction of this flaring tool makes it ideal to use in automotive. With this tool, you do not have to remove the brake line from your vehicle to repair it, since you can do it when everything is still in place. The toolkit contains a positioning bolt, dye lubricant, double-ended Op1, Op2 punch, and a flaring tool. This flaring tool is, however, not recommended to use on stainless steel tubing. Moving on at number 4, we have the Shankly flaring tool set. The best thing about the Shankly flaring tool set is that it is convertible and precise. The flaring cone and swagging adapters of this set are made with sturdy steel materials and a chrome finish for precision and easy operation. Shankly flaring toolkit contains several useful tubes and 5 swage fittings, creating a long-lasting and rugged flaring toolkit. The tubes are of sizes 5/8, a half, 3/8, 5/16, 1/4, and 3/16. It also comes from a wide range of flaring adapters which range from 5mm, 6mm, 8mm, 10mm, 12mm, 14mm, and 16mm. The Shankly brake line flaring tool features 2 bars that cover 9 sizes. It has a slip-on self-centering yoke made of steel, this forming quality and professional swages and flares. It is a standard flare tool set with 10 pieces and not a double flaring tool. The set also comes along with a tubing cutter. It is an ideal choice for professionals since it is all-inclusive. At number 3, we have the OTC 6502 Master Brake Flaring Toolkit. The OTC Flaring Tool Master Kit is a standard in the automotive industry and contains everything you need to complete professional quality flares in a variety of metal tubing. If you ever work in a dealer where they supply specialty tools, this is probably what you'll be working with. The kit includes an arbor, a deburring tool, bubble flare adapters, say and metric double flare dies, and a tubing cutter. It is a quality kit similar to or identical to the toolkits you can rent from your local auto parts store. It's a bit basic, but it's really well built and will last you for years. On the other hand, it's a good thing this tool is built tough. It takes quite a bit of force to flare tubing using the T-handle and larger diameter lines. Steel tubing is particularly hard. However, it includes single flare. Dies in say 3/16 to 5/8 inches and metric from 4mm to 14mm. Double flare dies in say 3/16 to 1/2 inch, and metric dies from 4mm to 10mm, and bubble flare adapters for 4.7mm to 10mm, more than enough. To tackle every kind of tubing you'll encounter in the automotive industry. While OTC advertises that this tool will perform say bubble flares, the kit doesn't include adapters and bubble flare fittings for say sizes. So yeah, it can make bubble flares, but you'll have to buy your own dies. Fortunately, bubble flare fittings are almost exclusively European, and thus, the overwhelming majority of them are metric. Just like the Gearwrench model above, it's better suited for off-car applications, as it should be clamped in a vise to make sure the dies turn evenly. However, as I mentioned earlier, this is the type of flaring tool I started with and used it for on-car repairs quite a lot. It's only that it might be a bit challenging to use in tight spaces. At number 2, we have the Capri Tools 3/16 flaring tool. This Capri flaring tool is one of the best buys for working on brake lines. It does only one thing, but it does it really well. Create double and bubble flares in a 3/16 inch tubing, the size found on most modern hydraulic brake systems. In fact, it's so good that Capri Tools claims it will create flares in half the time compared to competitors, and it's actually true. Capri Tools speeds up the process of making a bubble or double flare by simplifying its flaring tool. Rather than having an arbor that handles various dies, this tool uses a single die inserted in different positions to achieve the correct flare. Once the die is set to the brake lines, you simply use a 17mm wrench to turn the die into the arbor and create the flare. It's that easy. Furthermore, it's fantastic for creating flares on brake lines without having to remove them from the vehicle. Brake line fittings on older cars, those that have leaking brake lines, in fact, are usually super rusty, and you are often better to repair the line in place. Removing it might only cause more harm than good. The arbor's compact design makes it easy to get into tight spots and still has the necessary force to flare the tubing. And for even better comfort, it comes with a rubberized handle for on-car repairs. On the other hand, if you are installing new fittings on a new line, rest assured, it works even better when held in a vise. However, if you are converting factory steel brake lines to cuneiform or copper-nickel lines, be aware that the Capri flaring tool struggles to create nice bubble flares in cunei. It tends to create a high spot on the flare, which may cause leaks. Nonetheless, it works perfectly for steel lines, the standard in the automotive industry, with no issues reported concerning off-center flares or distortion. And finally, at number 1, we have the Gearwrench Bubble Flaring Toolkit. The Gearwrench flaring tool is an inexpensive one that can make single, double, and bubble flares. It includes metric dies for creating 45-degree double flares in 4.7mm, 6mm, 8mm, and 10mm tubing up to a wall thickness of 0.40. And, even better, it also comes with a neat blow-molded carrying case, so you don't lose the small dies in your kit. It's well suited to work on soft metals like copper, but might require more force to flare stronger metal. Furthermore, it might require some getting used to and a bit more practice than some other models. However, 15 years ago, when I started in the field, this model was the only thing available, and it worked just fine. That's what I learned with, and that's what I used for years too. Anyway, I digress. Just know that if you are running on a tight budget, or you are just beginning your first day as a mechanic soon and already have to buy 10,000 other tools, just get this one. It will do alright. However, if you are an experienced mechanic, you might be better getting a tool designed for a more professional workflow. Once again, it takes a bit of practice to make proper flares. Hence, you should plan to have some extra scrap tubing pieces to practice making flares before you tackle your expensive brake line project. Once you get the hang of it, it makes perfectly usable and leak-free flares.
Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please make a sure like, comment, subscribe.